Good morning. Welcome to a fantastic Thursday. Today I want to read a book and it's called Hamish the Highland Cow by Natalie Russell. Now, Highlands are in Scotland, and Miss Brooke got this when she was in Scotland. And their cows look a little different than our cows. They have a lot of hair, and that's kind of important for this story. Okay? All right, here we go. Hamish the Highland Cow. It was springtime in the glen. All the animals were preening and cleaning their spring coats. Gorgeous, beautiful, all except Hamish the Highland Cow. Hamish never groomed his long, tangly coat. He hated having baths, and he certainly never, ever let anyone cut his hair. Yes, he never, ever let anyone cut his hair. You guys let people cut your hair, don't you? Otherwise it gets all tangly. Ooh. Hamish's hair was so long that he couldn't always see through it. It was so knotty and tangly that things lived in it. Ooh. And it was so sticky with toffee that everything stuck to it. Toffee's like caramel. You see, Hamish loved eating toffee. Sticky, gooey, chewy toffee. And the perfect place to keep his toffee treats was in his long, tangly coat. So he's keeping his what in his coat? Now a coat is also another word for an animal's fur, the coat. Oh my goodness. But the other animals had had enough of Hamish's stinky, dirty, matted hair. Boom! Pew-wee! Boom! It's time you had a haircut, Hamish, said Cat. What? Cried Hamish. A haircut? Never! We'll give you a big surprise, said Rabbit. Now, Hamish loved surprises. He thought, what if the surprise was a never-ending supply of toffee? Maybe a wee trim, he said to his friends. What do you suppose wee means? Now, this is spelled W-E-E, wee trim. What could it mean? So, the next morning, the animals and a very nervous Hamish set off for the hairdresser. It wasn't far, and before long they had arrived. Hamish slowly peered around the salon door. Sheep salon! Oh my goodness. Now, do you guys think that this is fiction or non-fiction? What a sight! There were pink sheep, blue sheep, stripy sheep, and polka dot sheep. There were sheep with big hair, short hair, long hair, and curly hair. And there, in the middle of them all, snipping and clipping, ooh, a rhyming word, snip and clip. Away was the hairdresser. I wonder if he's gonna get his haircut. I don't know. Hamish hadn't realized that the hairdresser could be so much fun. There were lots of books to read, play with smelly things. Ooh, smells like bananas. Spray things. Psst. And a big chair that went up and down, and around. Whee! Then, he's having so much fun. Then, Mr. Hamish, said the hairdresser, what will it be today, sir? Hamish still felt a little nervous, but he took a deep breath. "Oh, we trim, please," he said. The hairdresser set to work on Hamish's coat. "It smells out here. Puree." Oh my goodness, look at all the things that came out of his coat, out of his hair. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I see so many different things that fell out. Ooh. With a snippity snip and a clippity clip, the scissors whizzed over Hamish's long, tangly coat. I don't know. What do you think? Is he happy or sad that he's getting his hair cut? It didn't hurt at all. What do you think, Mr. Hamish? Asked the hairdresser. Hamish looked in the mirror. Groovy, he beamed. All the animals agreed, and the hairdresser even gave Hamish lots of toffees for being so brave. But Hamish looked sad. I've got nowhere to keep them, he said. Oh, remember, he used to keep them in his hair, but they cut all that off, right? Shh, shh. Then, I wonder what's going to happen. Then, surprise! Shouted his friends, and they gave Hamish a very special bag to put all his yummy toffees in. Oh my goodness, that's cool. Can you see it? Right there. Yep, right there. Wow, he has awesome friends. Excelente. Hamish was delighted. He popped his toffees in his bag, poop, and set off home with his friends. Now you're the coolest cow in the Highlands, said the animals, giving Hamish a huge hug. Don't mess up my hair, said a very smart and sweet-smelling Hamish. Oh my goodness. Boy, that cow has changed. He has. And look at all those toffees. Now, remember what we had talked about before. When you read a book, you can read the words, but you're not done when the words are done. You need to talk to somebody about the book. So that's what I want to do today with you. So the first thing I want to tell you about is the characters. There was Hamish, there was Cat, and there was Rabbit, his friends, and then there was the hairdresser. Those are the characters we met. There were other things that we saw in there, but I'm just talking about the main characters, the ones we met. So what happened in the beginning is we met Hamish, and he was messy. He kept his toffees everywhere. His hair was all long. He smelled funny, okay? Then we go on to talk about some other things that happened, okay? So his friends decided they needed to help him. And they wanted to help him by helping him get his hair cut. So they said, we have a surprise for you. If you get your hair cut, we will give you this surprise. And so the surprise ended up being that they were taking, oh, sorry, back up. Got to reword my, that wasn't the surprise. It wasn't a surprise going to the hairdresser. They told him he was going to the hairdresser. So they went to the hairdresser and he thought, hey, this is kind of fun. I got to play with the chair going up and down and smell different things. And there was lots of books to read. And so he had fun at the hairdresser. But he was still a little nervous. Well, the hairdresser clipped and snipped and snipped and clipped and got his hair looking all nice. And Hamish was like, hey, I look pretty good. Yeah. Then his friend, then he realized, hey, I used to keep my candy in my hair, but now I can't do that because you clipped all my hair off. And remember, he got a lot of candies from the hairdresser because he was so brave. Well, his friends gave him a bag to put it in. Then he was all very proud of how he looked. So that's a retell. So I told the story again from the beginning to the end. But something you should also do when you read a story is talk about, is there a problem in this story? The problem in this story was that Hamish was very messy and he smelled kind of bad, okay? And he didn't take very good care of himself. Well, that's the problem, but how did they resolve the problem? And that just is a fancy word for how did they fix the problem. How did they fix the problem? Yes, they took him to the hairdresser and he got it all cut off and he started smelling nice. And then when he realized, hey, this is pretty good and I look awesome, the problem was over and he wasn't sad. Okay, I'm going to stop there, but I want you to practice this at home, okay? Every time you read a story, tell somebody about the story, okay? It can be your mom, dad, baby brother, sister, big sister, a stuffed animal. Oh, goodness. Miss Burke had a psh. One of Hamish's bugs flew in, I think. All right, have a great day. I hope to see you later. Bye for now.